guys, it's Holly. Nice to see you all here. And today we are going to start our live streaming shows from now on. Okay. Okay, we have our live streaming shows on Monday, and now we are having another one on Tuesday. And it's me again, Holly. And today, last time I have given the introduction of the zipper, and for today we are going to introduce you guys for the slider. Okay, now let's start today's live show. And before our introduction, I want to show you guys about our company from a video. Okay, now let's see the video.
Guangzhou QLQ Enterprise Company Limited is located in Guangzhou District, Guangzhou, China. QLQ is a reliable and professional company which provides an integrated solution to help customers set up zipper and slider factories, from necessary machines to all materials and technical support. QLQ has mold factory. It has a complete process for mold production, providing slider body molds. There are drilling machines, grinding machines, electrical discharge machines, polishing machines, engraving CNC machines, and so on. We would customize the molds according to the customer's demands. Our technicians have experience for over 15 years. The mold's tolerance is within 0.02 millimeter. We test every mold for over 500 times before delivery to customers. Here is our machine showroom for all kinds of zippers. Customers can inspect every zipper machine's working function, speed, and electronic parts quality conveniently when they visit us. Our zipper and slider factory is also open to customers for sending their technicians to our site for learning how to make zippers and sliders. At the moment, QLQ has branch factory in Bangladesh, as well as cooperative agents in some countries. Hand in hand with QLQ on Zipper Business Way. Let's share experience with each other, reduce production costs, and manufacture high-quality zipper and slider together. Welcome to our zipper and slider showroom for choosing some standard or fashionable samples. Please remember QLQ. That is quality and lower cost and quickly.
Okay, here is our sample room for showing the sample. You see, this is a slider sample. These are different kinds of zipper samples. Okay, thank you guys for watching our videos, and now let's start today's introduction of the slider. For the slider, we mainly have three kinds of slider. First one is used for the nylon zipper, and the second one is used for the plastic zipper, and the last one is used for the metal zipper. So you can see here is the samples. Here are the samples for different kinds of zipper slider. You can see this one is nylon slider, and this one is plastic, and this one is metal. And can you guys see the difference between the sliders? For this one is nylon slider. can see here, this one is nylon slider. The choice of it is because you can see the plate of above and bottom is different thickness. You can see this one is normal type, so the above plate is thicker than the bottom plate. You can see the above one is thicker than the below one. So you can see this one is normal type. So for the reverse type, it will be different from here. This one is reverse type. So the above plate will be thinner than the bottom plate. Now let's see the difference between reverse type and the normal type. This one is normal type and this one is reverse type. So this is the main trace of the nylon slider. And for the plastic and metal slider, you can see the thickness of the plate is the same. Above one and the bottom one is the same thickness. See here? So how to distinguish the plastic and metal slider? You can see the head of the slider. For this one is metal and this one is plastic. The head of the slider of plastic zipper will be bigger than the metal slider. This one is plastic and this one is metal. So you can see the head size. The plastic sample will be bigger than the metal sample. You can see here. Both are number 8, but the head size is different. See, this one is plastic and this one is metal. So this is the main 3 kinds of the slider. You can see this one is nylon and this one is plastic and this one is metal. You can see here, and all of them are real colors. Okay, here is the classifications of the slider. And for the material of the slider, we mainly have 2 kinds. For zinc material, this one is zinc material, and we also have a plastic POM material like this one. This one is POM material. You can see it is injected by the injection machine with the injection mold. And this one is zinc material. It is die casting. You can see the difference of it is very clearly. This one is POM material and this one is zinc material. Okay, for all the slider, we have different size of it. Like this one is number 7, number 9. This one is number 9, and we also have number 8. This one is number 8, and number 3, and number 5, and number 7, or even bigger size. So if you want different size of the slider, you can contact with us for the details and the quotation. Okay. Now let's move to the next part to introduce the type of the slider. Now let's begin with the non-lock slider. For the non-lock slider, it is the simplest slider, which is composed of 2 parts. You can see this one is the non-lock slider and used for nylon zipper because the thickness of the plate is different from the above and bottom. You can see here. And this one is normal type. So for this one is the non-lock slider. It composed of just 2 parts, the slider body and the puller. You can see this one is the puller and this one is the slider body. Now I will show you the samples. Of its components here. Now you can see it clear. This one is the slider body sample for Nylon slider. So it just have a nose and the slider body before assemble. And this is here is the puller, and you can assemble it and become a Nylon slider. See here. And it also have different types for the Nylon slider with different fancy pullers. You can see this one is also Nylon slider with this ring puller, and this one is for with the shorter puller, and we also have long puller like this one. You see here, this one is long puller, and this is short puller. You can see the difference between the puller. Okay, for the Nylon slider, we also have a special kind of slider like this one. It has double puller and double nose. One side in here and one side here. You see it. It is mainly used for the luggage because the Nylon slider is without lock. So it is mainly used for the bag or for the tents and bed sheets and so on. It's not like the auto lock slider with lock, so it can use for clothes, but this one is without lock, so it is mainly used for the luggage and bed sheets. Okay, here is the non-lock double lock slider. And we also have different kinds of puller for the non-lock slider. You can see this one is a fancy puller. This is a fancy puller. And this one is a fancy puller with a rubber puller. This one is injection with the logo here. So we can see it from this logo. We can make the logo as you want. You can send us the logo sample or the logo drawing, and we can make the puller with your logo, like this one. Okay. And also this one is have the logo. Can you see it here? Okay. Now let's show some sample. And this one is a flower puller. It's a flower puller. You see it's very beautiful in here. Also this one is non-lock slider. Okay. And for the slider, we have different kinds of color. You can see this one is nickel color. And this one is anti-brass color. You can see here the samples of anti-brass color. And for this one, it is black color. For this one is plating because it's anti-brass color, and this one is painting. You can see the color sample. This one is black color. Okay, now let's see this one is injection material, but it is non-lock slider. You see here. This one is the injection material, POM material. Okay, this is all for the non-lock slider, and it composed of two parts. It is the simplest slider sample. And now let's move to the second part, the auto-lock slider. Auto-lock slider, we have mainly two parts, two slider. One kind is three components, and and another kind is 5 components. Okay, now let me show you the samples of 3 components and the 5 components. For this one, it's 3 components. You can see here, this one is 3 components, which consists mainly for 3 parts: the puller and the slider body and the spring. You can see this is 3 parts. This one is 3 parts, 3 component slider. You can see it here. Only 3 parts: the puller and the slider and the spring. And let me show you the component samples one by one. The 3 component slider is mainly consists of 3 parts. First part is the body. You can see this is the body, and the second part is the spring. You can see here is the spring sample. It's very small, and mainly the 3 component slider is number 3. So the spring is very small here. You can see. Okay, and the third part is the puller, like this one. So this is the 3 components slider. This one is number 3. And for the 5 components slider, like this one is 5 components. Except for the slider body and the spring and the puller, it has another 2 parts like monkey, or also called needle, and the cap. Cap is here. This one is cap. Okay, now let's see the cap sample. You can see here, this one is needle, also called monkey here. This one is C-sharp. We also have Y-sharp needle. This one is C-sharp. You can see here. And this one is cap. And the spring is inside here. You see the spring is inside here, and this one. So the 5 component slider is mainly consists of 5 parts: the slider body and the needle inside here, and the spring and cap and the puller. Okay, this is 5 component slider. What is the difference between the 3 parts component slider and the 5 component slider? The pull strength of the 5 components will be better than the 3 components because it consists of 5 parts and with a cap here. And this one is just 3 components, so the pull strength of the 5 components will be better than the 3 components. Okay, here. And for the 3 parts component slider, we also have different kinds of puller. This one is the regular or standard puller. We also call normal puller here. We also have some puller here. You can see this one is the thumb puller. This one is the regular puller. You see here the difference between them. Both of them are painted white color. We also can give nickel plating nickel color, or the black nickel color, or any other painted color. You just need to give us your color requirement, and we can give quotation accordingly. Okay, here is the sample of the 3-part components slider. And for 5-component slider, we also have different kinds of puller. You can see this one is regular puller, and this one is thumb puller. You can see here, this one is thumb puller, and this one is square puller. The square puller. Okay. See the samples. Now these are 3 different kinds of puller here, and so you know that we can make different kinds of puller as your requirement. And for the auto-lock slider, we also have this kind of puller with leather. You can see this one is leather puller. Leather puller here. And with a ring on here to connect the puller and the slider. So we can show you very different kinds of puller, another puller. You can see this one is also a special puller, fancy puller, also called fancy puller here. You can see here, this one is nickel color. Okay, here is all for the auto-lock slider. So if you want to buy our auto-lock slider, you can leave the message on our customer service and give your requirements, and we can give quotation accordingly, okay? So if you want to buy an auto-lock slider, you have to know that the weight of it, because different weight of the slider depends on the different price. The lighter of the slider is, the cheaper will be the slider of the price, okay? And for the auto slider, we have two kinds of it. One is magnetic and one is non-magnetic. For the non-magnetic, it will be more expensive than the magnetic slider because it has a high requirement of the slider, okay? And we also have different kinds of color for these sliders. Plating color and the painting color and the roll color. You can see this one is the roll color and this one is plating color. Also this one is plating anti-frost color. And we also have painted color like this one. This one is painted black color. Painted black color. Okay. So if you are interested in these kinds of slider, you are welcome to contact with us for the quotations. Okay. Now let's move to the next part to introduce another kinds of slider, YG slider. For the YG slider, we have 4 kinds of material. The first one is zinc material, and the second one is stainless steel material, also called SS material. And the cheapest one is iron material, and the most expensive one is the brass material. Now let's see the samples of it. You can see here this one. This one is brass material, which is the most expensive one. You can see here this one is the brass material. And this one is the zinc material. You can see the difference between the brass material and the zinc material. And we also have a kind of stainless steel material, which is cheaper than the brass material but can show the same effects of it. Now let's see the stainless steel material side. This one, you can see this one is the stainless steel material, but it looks like brass material, right? So you can see the difference between them. This one is SS material, and this one is brass material. the color of the brass material is darker than the stainless steel material. You can see here. But this one, the stainless steel material will be cheaper than the brass material. You can see here. Okay, for the brass YG material, we have two kinds. The first kind is we call old type. You can see this one is old type, and another type is new type. I will show you the difference between them. These two slider is old type, and this one is new type. You can see the difference. Two is old type, and the one is the new type. Because for the old type, there are 2 points showing on the slider body. You can see here are 2 points in here. And for the new type, there is no points on the slider body. You can see here. This is new type, and this is old type. Okay, so we know that the zinc material, the YG slider have different kinds of material. So if you are interested in any kinds of the material, feel free to contact with us for the details and the price of this slider. Okay. Now, for the first part, we are going to introduce our company's invisible slider. These are the invisible slider, which is composed of 6 parts. The slider body and the puller, this called needle puller or the teardrop puller. And there is a triangle hook. This one here, this one is a triangle hook to connect the puller and the body. And also have a mounted in it, but cannot show it clearly, but it is still in there. And there is a tin. The fifth part is a tin in here. And the last part is the spring. Okay, this is a invisible slider. For this one is number 3. Normally for the invisible zipper is to make as number 3, but some of our customers are asking for the number 4 and number 5. So if you are interested in any size of it, you can feel free to contact with us for the size of the invisible sliders. And we also have different colors of it. You can see this one is green color. And this one is red color. And we also have black color. All these colors are painted, not plating. Okay. This color which I have shown you just now are painted color. This is black color. And we also have this one, like a yellow color. You see here, these are yellow color. Okay, for the invisible slider, we also have magnetic and non-magnetic sliders. So, if you are interested in our invisible sliders, you are feel free to contact with us for the details and the quotations. Okay. Now, for the last part, I want to show you some special sliders of our company. For this one, it's reversible slider. You can see here the puller can go through it. goes through like this way on the above side and the downside, like here. This one is reversible slider, and it is black nickel color. And this one is raw color, without painting and without plating, just black raw color. You can see here, reversible slider. Okay, we also have Italian type slider. You can see here. This is the Italian type slider body. You can see the slider body of Italian type. And its cap is very different from the orthodox slider. You can see the shape of it is different from the orthodox slider. And here, this one is called Italian slider, also called European type slider. So if you are interested in this kind of slider, you are feel free to contact with us. Also, okay, here, this one. Okay, this is all for the slider parts. So if you are interested in any kinds of slider I have just introduced now, you are feel free to contact with us for the slider details and the quotation, okay? You can leave your message of what kinds of slider do you want, and like nylon slider or orthodox slider or the Italian slider, you are feel free to contact with us. And which size do you need for the slider? And this slider is used for what kinds of zipper, like nylon zipper or the plastic zipper or metal zipper. And it is magnetic or non-magnetic, because the price of the magnetic and non-magnetic is different, okay? And we also have different kinds of puller, like I just show you now. So we can make different types of puller for you. Okay, thanks for your watching for the slider part. And next, Ruby will introduce us for the zipper. Okay, now let's wait a second, and Ruby will come to introduce the zippers later. Okay, thanks for your watching.
Hello dear friends, this is Ruby. Thanks for Holly's instruction, and next I will introduce different kinds of zipper to you. First, let's check the nylon long tray zipper. This is the nylon long tray zipper, and it is made by the monofilament. This T is monofilament, and inside the T it is center core, and this is the tape. It made by the yarn. And for the quality, we can divide into two kinds. The monofilament, we have A quality and B quality. And inside the center core, we have double twisted center core and single twisted center core. So for the quality, we can call you two kinds. One is single twisted center core with the B quality monofilament. This nylon zipper is used for the bag, and another one is double twisted center core and with the grade A monofilament. It is used for the clothes. And for the weight, we have different weight for your choice. Usually, this one is number 5 zipper, and for the number 5, we have 3.1 kg per 200 meter. Also, we have 3.6 kg per 100 per 200 meters, and you can tell your weight you need, and we can call you the zipper. And for the color, this is raw white color. It is the original color of this raw material, and we also can dye it into other colors. Like this one is the green color. It is dyed from this one, dyed from the raw white color. This is green color, and this one is pink. And we also have the black color. So if you want the nylon notary zipper, please tell us the weight and the monofilament quantity and the color you need. And for the chain, you can see this is the normal chain. But if you want some special chain, we could also make other chain like this. This is also the nylon zipper chain, but it is gold color and silver color like this. We also have silver color, and we can make it in different color like this as you need. So you can see this is the black tape with the painted silver chain. And we could also make other colors. This chain is painted into green color. And this is the dark nickel color. Okay, for the nylon zipper, you could send the detail you need, and we could tell you the best price. And let's move to the waterproof zipper. For the waterproof zipper, today I will introduce the nylon waterproof zipper. This is the nylon zipper, and this side it is coated with the waterproof film, so we call it nylon waterproof zipper. And for the waterproof film, it can divide into 3 different kinds. We have PU, TPU, and PVC. So they are different and in price and quality. For this one is PU film. You can see this is smooth and soft. Compared to this one is TPU film. This is more rough on the surface. Here you can see the difference. This one is PU, and this one is TPU. And we also have PVC, but I don't have a sample now. And next I will show you a video to tell you the difference of these 3 different fields.
For waterproof zipper, normally they have 3 types of models. The first model is PU. The second model is TPU. The third model is PVC. Normally, for the PU waterproof zipper, they have 2 types of models. Let me show you the details. So look at for this PU waterproof zipper, you cannot see the teeth shaver come out on the surface of TPU. But for this model, you can see they have a small teeth shape on the surface. So
let me show you. This is TPU, and you could not see the teeth shape on this side, right? And for the TPU, you can see here is the shape of the teeth. We can see on the back side. So this is the difference. This is PU and this is TPU.
that is the difference between two PU. Now let me explain to you the three kinds of zipper difference. First, I'd like to explain the touch feeling. For PU, when you touch it, it's more smooth, and the feeling is similar to the leather, and it's more strong. For the TPU, you can see it's more rough than the PU. When you touch it, and also it's more matte than the PU. For this one, for the PVC, it's more hard than TPU. Look at if I touch like this, you will feel it's more harder than TPU and also more harder than PU. Okay.
So if you touch the surface, you will find that the PU is more soft and the TPU is rough. And for the PVC, it is rougher than the TPU.
PU also hard, but the hard is different with the PVC. Okay. The second difference between this zipper is about the line will be shown on the zipper surface or not. For the PU, you see the zipper taper line will not be shown on the PU surface. You cannot see any zipper taper line. But for the TPU, you can see the zipper taper line is showing on the surface. Also, for the PVC, zipper taper line is showing on the PVC surface. Okay. Another feature between this zipper is the cost. The most expensive is PU, and the TPU, and final price is the PVC. I mean, the PVC is the cheapest one.
So with the good quality, the PU1 is the most expensive, and the TPU and the PVC film is the most cheaper.
For the PU, these two models. This one you cannot see the teeth shape. Also, is more higher than this shape. So, and another very important feature is about the temperature between these three kinds of model waterproof zipper. For PU, the temperature can be better about minus 80. I mean, the maximum temperature can be better about 200 degrees. For TPU, it can be better about minus the minimum 40 degrees, 40 degrees. The maximum can be better about 180 degrees. For the PVC, it just can be better the normal temperature. If it's lower than 0 degree temperature or more higher than 17.8.
Okay, for these two waterproof zipper, they can normal use in the cold or hot water or hot weather, but for the PVC, it become very hard, and so these two kind is the most choice for our customer. And for the waterproof zipper, this is the back tape with the backfill. This is most common choice, but we also can make it into other color. Like this one is the full tape, and the back side it is the transparent waterproof film. One is the PU film. It is transparent, so you could see the T-shape inside it. And this one is the orange color. We can paint the logo on it like this. This is single color logo, and we also can make it in different colors. Like this logo, it have red and white color. You can see. And if you're interested in the waterproof zipper, please tell us what's the color of the tape and the waterproof film and the quantity you need. And next, I will introduce the invisible zipper for you. Here is the invisible laundry zipper. For the invisible laundry zipper, there are two kinds of tape. This one it is lace tape. And this one is fabric tape. Look at the difference. And this is the raw white color. We could also dye into other color you need. And this is the pink color. This one also is lace tape. And for our invisible laundry zipper, I have two videos to show you how our quality.
Hi everyone. Right now we are using our favorite for the market paper for the project for the starting machine. Our molecular invisible laundry paper.
This machine will test the zipper like this.
And normally for the
You
market
can see the zipper is running very smoothly. And the machine will test it. How many tests you can use. So for this, our invisible laundry zipper, it can pull very many times. It is better than most of quality in the market. And we also have another test. This is a test to show you extension like this. We will push the tape to the opposite side like this.
And you can check for this machine. We can see the data. Okay, let me check and test our invisible long trace figure for you. Now we can check all is clear for the before data. Okay, let's check and test. Okay, already broken. Okay, let's check the data.
So you can see the zipper broken in the video, but it can bear large tension.
It is about 523. Okay, let's try another invisible long trace zipper for you again. Okay, our colleague will discuss the before invisible long trace zipper and cut another in our invisible zipper and install in the testing machine.
We try another zipper to show you the method.
For our QLQ invisible long trace zipper, it is with more strength than the normal invisible long trace zipper in the market. Because for the normal invisible long trace zipper, it can only reach about 480, but for our QLQ invisible long trace zipper, we can reach about 520 to 540. Later we will show you the details. Okay, we have fixed the second zipper and check. Okay, already broken. Let's check the details. For this one, it is about 540. So you can check that for our invisible non-trace zipper, it is with more strength than the others. So if you want to know more details about our cure,
for this invisible long trace zipper, we have large quantity in stock now. It is raw white color, and if you want this zipper, you could tell us the color you need, and we could deliver it in a short time. This zipper is usually packed in 400 meter per row. And let's move to the plastic zipper. For the plastic zipper, this one is they have different T-shape. This one is the normal T. And we also could make it in different T-shape like this. This is more sharp in the T-head. If we compare these two kinds T-shape, and for its color, you can make it in different color for the teeth and the tape. This one, they both black color. And we also can make it like this, orange tape and the gray teeth like this. You see, this is the black teeth, and this is the gray teeth. And we also can make it like this. is in the single color, but you can check the other side. The head of the T is in different color. And this is also the special T shape. And for the pastel zipper, we put sewing in the shiny fill on the surface like this. This is without the fill, and this is sewing the fill in the gold color, and this one with the silver color. So it looks like the backhoe zipper, right? And we also have special t-shirt like this. This one is the normal t-shirt. So on this side, it is the letter. So they're in different t-shirt on the both sides. So if you're interested in the pastel zipper, please tell us the T-shape and the color of the tape and of the T and the quantity you need. Thank you. Let's move to the metal zipper. For the metal zipper, most common material is brass and aluminum, and here is the brass metal zipper. And this one also is the brace. It is the low color of base. So it is golden color. And for the metal zipper, we have different T-shape. This one is the white T. And we also have the rarity and normal T, but I don't have example now. And for the color of the teeth, this is low color, but we also can paint it into other colors. Like this one, it is the nickel color. It is brass but in nickel color. For the color after painting, we could also cover it by lacquer on the surface. So after covering with the lacquer, it could be more shining, and it can fix the color on the surface and avoid oxidation, so it can keep the effect for longer time. And for the aluminum metal zipper, this one is aluminum. It is in the gold color like this. The low color of aluminum is like the silver color, but we paint it into the gold color like this. And for the aluminum zipper, we have two kinds, without conductive wire or with conductive wire. This one is with conductive wire. Insert the wire inside this way. So if you need the aluminum metal zipper, please tell us, do you need it with conductive wire or without, and what color you need of the tee. Today we have a brief introduction of the zipper, and thank you for watching. And if you're interested in it, please send your detail to us. We will send you the quotation, and we have more content next time. Please follow us, and we will see you next time. Thank you.